Also happening locally live at 5 tonight, 6 News is there as two of the men involved in the killing of a 5-year-old Peyton Benson are now sentenced.
You'll remember the case. The little girl was shot to death, hit by a stray bullet while she ate breakfast in her home of January of 2014. Prosecutors say Vincent Hicks fired the shot that killed Peyton. According to police, Hicks and several others were shooting at a rival gang member.
And John Chapman was in the courtroom today. He continues our complete coverage.
In court today, Vincent Hicks apologized for his crimes. He took full responsibility, and he told the court he hoped to one day return to his family. It will be a long time before that happens. 21-year-old Vincent Hicks was sentenced to 60 years in prison for second-degree murder. Prosecutors say the assault rifle that Hicks fired that day in January of 2014 penetrated the house of Peyton Benson, a couch, and then the chest of the little girl before sailing out of the house. At least 35 years will pass before Hicks is eligible for parole.
It's all bad. I mean, everybody lost today. I don't like them dudes. I don't. I feel sorry for their parents. I feel sorry for their kids. For what? What was this about? And then you want to post whatever. I don't know. It's just, it's stupid. I mean, I don't know. It's the definition of ugly as far as I know.
Mr. Hicks pled guilty to by far the most serious charge because of the gun he had. And Judge Polk determined that was the point, that was the basis of the sentence.
Jalen Montgomery was also sentenced for his role in the killing. Convicted of discharging a firearm in an inhabited house and use of a weapon to commit a felony, Montgomery will do 8 years in prison before he is eligible for parole.
We're very pleased to get the convictions on these cases, the people who are responsible for these reckless acts of violence that ended up in Peyton Benson's death.
For the family of Peyton Benson, today's proceedings were very emotional, but it's not over yet. There are others who are scheduled to be sentenced for the senseless killing of this little girl. With producer Roger Hamer and photographer Mike Plews, John Chapman, WLWT 6 News.
Security at the Douglas County Courthouse was on high alert because of the nature of today's sentencing.
A checkpoint was set up outside the courtroom. Everyone entering had to go through metal detectors and check in before they were actually let inside. Douglas County Sheriff officials say they had received information that someone had plans to harm murder convict Vincent Hicks.
And were you looking for like gang members and whatnot?
Correct. That's why we have the Omaha Police Gang Unit here. That's why we were doing the warrants checks here, checking for anybody who had outstanding warrants, things of that nature. So we were prepared in case of any type of situation that might have arisen.
And by all accounts, the high-risk, high-profile trial plan did work. There were no reports of any trouble.